Well, the first thing I think we're looking at today, and the first thing we've been talking a lot with clients earlier in the session, is just how bullish these markets are at the moment. You've got the FTSE at an all-time high, closing near an all-time high, the DAX at an all-time high, the S&P printing a new all-time high, not closing at the highs, but certainly moving higher. The Nasdaq in the same situation, the MSCI World Index looking like it's going to make a new all-time high coming soon. You go into the emerging market complex, have a look at the EEM, the emerging market ETF. It's on fire at the moment. You've seen the Nifty in India doing very well. The Chinese equity market's moving a lot higher recently. People have become a lot more comfortable with this managed slowdown we're seeing in China. People are saying that they're still managing to defend that around 6.5% growth rate, but there's an adjustment process as they deleverage in China. And these markets are doing very nicely at the moment. Now, I think what's happened today, we are seeing a bit of a respite. If you look at the Hang Seng or the H shares, those markets have performed very well recently. They're down very modestly today, but fairly, seeing a little bit of selling coming through. Both markets down about 30 basis points, neither here nor there really. But the Nikkei up a little bit today. The ASX fairly flat on the day. Certainly had a nice pop on open in line with some of the overseas leads. We've seen a bit of selling coming back into the market and quite a defensive structure to the situation there. But let's not forget, these markets globally are pushing higher. No one really likes buying them, but at the same time they are moving, and a market at all-time highs should be seen for that very function. A market at all-time highs is as bullish as you can possibly get. You can't really construe it any other way, and that's where we're seeing it's a slow grind higher. What we've been also seeing today, which I think is worth pointing out, is the euro dollar looks like it wants to break through the recent highs and push through 110. That looks like a development that looks fairly achievable at the moment. So we're very, very just shy of that level at the moment. There's been some very modest US dollar selling coming through in Asia. You've seen dollar yen moving a little bit lower, cable moving a touch higher, but it's really euro dollar that everyone's focused on at the moment. If you have a look at the price of crude, again, that's something that people have been discussing today. Is a lot being baked into the cake here? Are we going to see a buy the rumor, sell the fact as we go into the OPEC meeting on the 25th of May? There's been obviously a lot of speculation about them rolling over the extensions of the output cuts. That looks like it's been firmed after yesterday's rhetoric from the Saudis and the Russians. And the oil price continues to find a bit of a bid. It's up about 14 cents today. Nothing too spectacular, but it is moving higher. And people are asking whether we can push into that sort of $50 barrel mark on the news that we've got at the moment. Our European opening calls at the moment are modestly lower. The FTSE looks like it's going to open on a flat note. We haven't really seen too much activity on that today, but really we have seen a bit more selling coming through in the DAX and also the CAC as well. Some subdued moves coming through in the IBEX and the MIB, but certainly a little bit of selling coming through in the CAC, and that's probably a little bit of disappointment from some of these Chinese markets today.